Hello everyone, my name is Oscar Beltran.
And my name is Trevor Megginson.
And today we're going to teach you how to create your very own podcast.
Isn't that great? It's going to be really awesome.
Now, the basic concept to have, like the number one first thing that you should have in a podcast is an idea. And the idea is very important because that's what your whole podcast will revolve around. Our podcast is Magic Key University. And we created the idea of Disneyland annual pass holders Magic Key, and that's what we revolved it around. Our love for Disney, our love for a magical experience, and overall something that we enjoy to do and enjoy to talk about. Very easy. Comes naturally when we talk about it.
Yeah, it does. It does come naturally. It's a good chance. You need to find something that's your niche. Find something that's the idea that you like, and whenever you like, go with it. It can be anything. You just need to find the right thing to talk about with someone, or by yourself, or something that will get other people to engage with you.
As long as you have an idea, the rest comes easy and natural.
Yes.
But we're going to talk about some more few steps to help you create your very own podcast. So here's another tip on how to create your podcast. Right now, as you can see, I'm in a production studio for the radio station here that we have at my local college. But you don't need a fancy radio station or a production studio. You can record right from home, and you can use your phone. There are apps that have different recording stuff that you can get absolutely free. If you want, you can go ahead and buy certain condenser microphones or dynamic microphones that record into audio interfaces and all of that. But if you're just starting out, you can use your phone, and you can use production softwares that are absolutely free that you can download, like Audacity. And another good one is Anchor, but we'll talk about that one later on.
So when you want to have a logo, the logo should be something that should speak to everyone. Something that can make it feel like you want to engage with that person. You want someone to click onto it and say, hey, this is a good logo, I like it. And I want to see what the video is as well. It represents you. Now, as you can see in our logo, we have it as close to the Magic Key symbol. So we pictured it up to make it look like that. So that's how we did it for Magic Key University. It's like a simple way. We want to be aware of copyright. You want to be aware of copyright about what happens if you use someone else's photos. The way not to do that, I would say to use a Canva that you can use for free and just create it on your own. It'll be free and you made it yourself. So don't try to imitate someone else. Try to make it close to whatever it is, but not as very close. Make it a variation of it if you want. But yeah, it's basically the representation of the of your brand, of your logo.
University with a brand new episode coming your way.
Oh, hey, sorry. I was looking at this audiogram for Magic Key University on Instagram. Did you know social media is a great way to promote your podcast? But it's also, here's a little cheat code, it's also a great way to find ideas. You can connect with your audience, but you could also find ideas through them. Something to always keep in mind. You never want to run out of things to talk about. And you also never want to make sure that your podcast is too lengthy. Start off small, Make the longest one you have 15 minutes long. Make the shortest one you have maybe 6-7 minutes. Nothing too lengthy. You want people to chime in and not listen to this big old hour. And social media is a great way because they have a runtime. TikTok, I think its longest is 3 minutes. And Instagram is, I think, about 1:15, 1:30. And social media is just a great way. TikTok is good. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, any form of social media to promote your podcast, to promote your logo is great. Great, great, great news.
Oh, hey, basically, if you want to have a good website to go to actually promote your podcast and to actually host it, it's a good idea to have a hosting site. What we use is Anchor FM. It's a good website, very cheap. We like it. We're not promoting it, but we are saying that it's very good. So, but there are other ones like Buzzsprout. That's a good one. Or there's any other kind you can think of. There are a lot of different hosting sites that you can go to actually use. So don't be limited to just these two. Go to something else that is within your budget.
And finally, let's just go over everything before I get to the final step. We talked about having an idea, and me and Trevor's love for Disney was the idea. We talked about getting equipment. You don't have to buy these extravagant microphones or a big mixer board. You just don't need that. You can. There's nothing wrong with getting that, but if you want to just start off without, spending too much, you could just use your phone. Use simple equipment and free production editing audio software that's absolutely free, like Audacity or Anchor. We talked about the logo. You want something to represent yourself. Be creative. Ours is super creative. It's super close to the Disneyland font for Magic Key. And it's just super simple. It's creative, but also, like Trevor said earlier, you don't want to copyright anybody. Be yourself. Be creative. And people will gravitate towards that. Social media, promote. I cannot stress enough that you need to promote the heck out of your podcast, because you can't just record, publish, and hope someone listens. Social media is a great way to connect with people, and it's a great way to find topics. You want to be able to know what people are interested in. If they're interested in something certain at Disney, talk about that. They'll chime in, trust me. Another thing is the website. You want something to host your podcast. We use Anchor. It's absolutely free. It's Anchor by Spotify, so that means your podcast could be streamed on Spotify, and it will after you put the first episode. But it has other places. Breaker has Apple Podcasts, and all you have to do is put in a short, simple, sweet bio, put your title, upload your creative logo, and there you have it, a website. And finally, last but not least, record. What are you waiting for? Start recording, and then before you know it, you could publish your podcast, and there you go. Thank you so much for listening, and enjoy.